Hello again, everybody. It's me, as always, funkdoc, and this time I'm playing a 4-player game against barmstrong, thewishmaker, and ninjacatt. So, some less featured players in this channel. barmstrong, again, is one of the players who's been at this for a long time, and has a higher win rate than I do. So, they should be a good opponent. The other players here are a little, a bit less experienced compared to us two, but they're still, still a decent win rate, as I recall. This is the cheapest possible USA map, again, for a 4-player. So, okay, barmstrong pays 5 for it. I'll pass on that now. Seeing 21 in the market makes me want to go for the 5 instead of the 8. $21, $23, $29. $29 goes under the deck, which is a big deal. Alright, so the 4 went for 8 and the 3 went for 5. So it's a bit higher than normal price for the 3. So I have to hope some of these players build 2 cities. Barm is smart enough not to do that, though. Barm wants bottom to try to get a 21 drop. Personally, I hope the Wishmaker builds 2 here. Atlanta's a good build too, though. Okay, Chicago, that's a good safe build. And I'll go for Washington, D.C. for sure, with the intent of taking Pittsburgh on the next turn, and so someone should build Memphis, Birmingham, or something like that. Memphis, Birmingham, Kansas City, St. Louis, something like that. There's this whole area here being left open that I think ninjacatt needs to go into. Please build Savannah. Can you please build Savannah? Push barmstrong west. Thank you. If you're going to build in green, that's the build to make. Although that is kind of a somewhat odd choice of a starting build. I can see it, though. Cheap early cities, and you can, from Savannah, Jacksonville, from the Twins, you can still go into west. You can still go west. If Barm doesn't take Birmingham, you can take it without paying too much, because you only have a $9 connection from the Twins to Birmingham, so that's not too bad. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll bid 11 on this. Reason is, I don't want Wishmaker to... I want to get a plant this turn without... There we go. Oh my god, you should have let Barm have it. Because Barm's at the bottom of the turn order. Yeah. Barm will pass. And unfortunately, I'll have to pass here. The chance of dropping 21 is just way too high, and that's a monster plant for this point in the game. So I think the correct play for me is to pass, let Barm take the 13. Which pairs well with the 3, for sure. So I'm going to go for the turn order game again here. We'll see what happens. Also, very surprised I was able to get Washington with the 3rd build. Pleased with that result, I must say. Yep, 13's a correct build. And sure enough, I would have dropped 21 for Barm, which would have been like suicide practically. So that's why I opted to pass. Right now, I have... Well, no. Actually, I do have reason to buy extra resources. I need to drive up coal for these other players, since we have the 10 and the 8 that are both going to burn a lot of coal. And 21 can use coal whenever that comes around, so... Yeah, it's still the right play for me to buy extra coal, even though I'm guaranteed to drop to the bottom of the turn order. And the nice thing is, the way these plants are, since, you know, Barmstrong obviously has to build this turn. They have to make use of their 13 plant to make money. And the extra oil stored, so... Barm is obviously going to build. And I think the build for them is Birmingham. I feel like they want to prevent Wishmaker here from getting the entirety of red and yellow. So... the build should be Birmingham. I think you can let ninjacatt have the cheap cities because they won't get too many of them. I'm just really... like, Wishmaker has so much open land. Yeah, there we go. Correct build. I will build Pittsburgh now in order to discourage Wishmaker from the East Coast. ninjacatt needs to focus on... oh no, they actually take Norfolk from me. I'm kind of surprised at that. I thought they would build one of the twins. That's also... I don't agree. Let's just say I disagree with that build from ninjacatt. $15. This is why I'm glad to be bottom now, because someone's going to have to buy this plant. And I'll get a shot at 21 here. And nice thing is for me is I am guaranteed to get New York and Philadelphia since I build first. So let me do this. I already have coal stored. So here's the crazy thing. I can pay 24 for this plant and still build 4. And even if I can't build 4, I can pay 34 for it and build to 3, which is usually your main goal. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to touch 15. Thank you, ninjacatt. I mean, 15 helped ninjacatt. It was kind of a necessary plant for them at that point, being stuck at the top of the turn order with the 8 plant and no extra coal. But yeah, this plant should be mine now. I should have the most money to spend of anyone. So again, I'm not going to make it to 4 cities this turn, but I can easily... Wow, Wishmaker drops out. Sure. Yep, 29, okay. That's actually nice because it means I can get Detroit, which is good. I can get Detroit, which is nice because then I can threaten to jump into Kansas City. So I'm gonna force Wishmaker to play a little more defensively there. I'm not so worried about ninjacatt building in my stuff because ninjacatt's not in a good spot now. Let me do this. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't quite afford to buy an extra oil and build, but that's okay. I'd rather get Detroit. It gets me closer to the Midwest, which is important for step 2, and actually allows me now to threaten jumping into Kansas City here. So I'd much rather get Detroit. I don't have a burning need for the really cheap cities right now. Yeah, it was kind of a luxury for me that I was able to that I can afford Detroit here. If it had been built higher, I would have been forced to build Philadelphia. And yeah, 23 is on there to block the market for potentially 2 more turns now. So that's a great spot for me. Great situation. And plus the nice thing is, I only need to build one city on the next turn, so I can afford a big jump. Most likely. If needed. I can afford Kansas City, which is going to give me a hell of a lot more compared to like a Philadelphia build. Plus, ninjacatt is still... Well, no, because Barnes probably going to build Jacksonville next turn. And 11 comes in even better. Even better than 23 staying on. Okay. Sure. What'll happen here is I think people might pass on these plants, and then Wishmaker buys 11 because now uranium's at an okay price for the 11. Again, it's to the point where, again, paying 11 for the plant plus 8 for the uranium to power 2 cities, which you would make a profit even if you use the 11 just for 1 turn. However, Wishmaker instead goes for the 7, which is actually a much better deal. I had forgotten how cheap oil was at this point, so yeah, 7 was definitely the better buy for the Wishmaker there. That being said, 12 comes in, so again, we're getting a big market stall. So this game is just totally breaking my way right now. Massively so. ninjacatt will probably break into some of my cheap stuff, though. Then again, ninjacatt, I don't know. ninjacatt could kind of just play the turn order game. And yes, Wishmaker, like, 7 is going to make pretty good money for 2 turns at this point. So it's worth stocking 2 turns worth of oil on it. I'm really, really glad at people not buying well, Wishmaker did, but Barm didn't buy extra oil. We'll see if ninjacatt buys extra coal. I'm still guaranteed at least one $4 piece thing. Okay, they do buy extra coal. Cool. For me, like, I don't want to attack any one resource in particular at this stage. Alright. I'm going to be at the top of the turn order again. Okay. I want to keep my options open for a Kansas City build if needed. I expect Wishmaker to take Kansas City, though. Like, Kansas City and Minneapolis would be the safest builds for Wishmaker here. The Wishmaker. Let me think about this. Yeah, this will still leave me enough money for that. I'm just saying in case Wishmaker somehow leaves Kansas City open. I want to make sure I can attack it. Because that's the city that gives me the most right now, connections-wise. I'll settle for Minneapolis now, though. I think I'll settle for Minneapolis. Or what else I could do is block these twins here. I have a couple decisions here. I think I'd like to go Minneapolis, which forces Wishmaker south and to fight with Barmstrong down south. If I take Minneapolis. So that might be the move I make here. I think ninjacatt may... Oh, they do jump into the cheap stuff there. Sure. Okay. Again, I'm not so worried about ninjacatt getting space here. Hey, ninjacatt even builds above me. That makes me happy. I really hope they plan to fire both the 8 and the 15 this turn. Oh, they're building to move the market. I see. Okay, that's actually a very reasonable play for ninjacatt because their plants are not the greatest right now. They're okay. So I think at this stage I definitely need Minneapolis here. For sure. Let's look at what's up there. 11, 12, 23. 31, 32, 34, 36. So 36 goes under. Problem is, the market still stalls for at least one more turn here. And I just make way more money than these other players at this point. 21 went for less than 30, and that's just gold right now with this early market stall. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Kansas City, but Minneapolis is a fine consolation prize for my jumping needs. 46 is the highest numbered plant left in the game, so we know that's going to go under the deck this turn. All this stuff is an easy pass because any number of monster plants could drop after one of these is bought. With 31 behind, that leaves open, 25, 26. Any of those, even something like 18 or 27. Wow! Wow. Well then, folks. I'm very surprised at that play. Wishmaker had enough resources stored to run 10 and 7 for another turn and make decent money. Ooh, boy. Well, at least Barm is now finally going to build a bunch, and they're going to be forced to build in the south. Which I like because that's going to fence in Wishmaker and keep their builds from being too overpowered. I was really worried about the amount of space they'd get, but it looks like they're going to end up with, maybe 7 cities at best. Because I expect Barm will, at minimum, I think Barm will take St. Louis, New Orleans, and if they can afford it, Houston. St. Louis is an obvious one. That gives some connections north and east that Barm doesn't have otherwise. Well, now I definitely need to make this an oil plant. We attack oil 100% here in order to reduce the power of that 26 there. Yep, there's Houston. Okay. Oh, yeah, so Wishmaker's going to get stuck building like 7 cities unless they jump up north into Duluth here with this connection from Chicago. But they have much cheaper builds south, and I think that's clearly where they'll need to focus first. Definitely. Definitely focus in the south. Sadly, I don't quite have enough money to break a stall here. Sadly. What I can do is build to 5, though, so I can build Duluth at the very least. Ninjacatt ended up getting a lot of space, although their plants are awful. Actually, I build before Wishmaker next turn. What I do is this. I should take Buffalo now. Yeah. I think that's the play. So that Ninjacatt can't take that. And maybe I should have gone Boston instead. Yeah, maybe Boston was better. I mean, I should be able to hopefully get all that Boston and all that cheap stuff in step 2. And here comes step 2, and here comes 16 to stall the market a little further, but also maybe someone might buy that to attack oil? Maybe? Maybe? Oh man, I felt like I was in the driver's seat for a long time, and then barmstrong getting the 13 and 26 together and already powering 6 this turn. Oof. So I only cost myself money by buying extra oil this turn instead of last turn. I probably should have considered that Barm was going to build big. And 31 stays on. This is interesting. I don't want 31. I don't think I want this plant. 18. This is pretty decent. But I can try to fish for something bigger. Because most of the bad plants are gone. What I'm looking for right now is another one of the really efficient 4 capacity plants. I feel like that's what I need here. Barm passes, which makes sense. If they pass, yeah, I buy 18 here, for sure. And 22 comes on. That's not great. 18 will still make me plenty of money. Definitely. What I feel I need here is not to get too greedy with the builds. I just need to stick to the turn order game here, I feel. Because Barmstrong is still the leader in this game. I still want to... Now I can do this. I can build into Raleigh and Savannah, which I think might be my play. Because that makes it a little harder for Barmstrong to break into the cheap stuff. Then again, nah, I'm not going to build a 7th city. Not going to build a 7th. I'm just going to stay at 6 so I can play the turn order game. Stay patient, Josh. Stay patient. Don't need to panic with the building. So I build 1 city, and that one is going to be Raleigh. Force Barmstrong's hand in the southeast a little bit, if they want to build at all. Or I can threaten that on the next turn, when I have a lot more money and I can build more of these cheap cities. Yeah, ninjacatt's going to be so screwed, just stuck in the coal vortex. All those turns running the 15 and the 8 together are biting them in the ass right now. Wishmaker? Wow! Wow! I'm surprised they didn't build just because they have that oil sitting there on the 7 that needs to get used. I think since I'm second from bottom here, I might actually buy the 22 on the next turn if it stays on and risk a big drop for Wishmaker. I'll burn the oil instead of the coal because coal is much more scarce now, and it'll be more valuable for me to keep the coal lying around if, say, 25 comes into the game at some point. Speak of the devil. I didn't even see 40 come in. Now 25 comes in. 25 is really likely to drop, actually, for Wishmaker. With all these other players aren't really making more money than me at this point, so Wishmaker is a decision. The problem is they have that oil stuck on the 7, so they would actually have to buy the 16 over the 22. Yeah, that's correct. And again, I said that I was going to risk a big drop, but when 25 is actually showing in the futures market, that became too high of a risk for me giving that plant to Wishmaker. And I didn't want to do that. Make them eat the 16 instead. Here's a thing I can do. Wherever dost the Wishmaker build? Alright. This is interesting. I mean, Barm has no reason to build, so I can't store more than 2 oil on the 5. Because if the 5 gets replaced next turn, then I don't want to have to waste any money on resources. Also, Barm not buying extra oil makes me happy. I just need to stay patient. I just need to stay patient because I'm going to drop to the bottom of the turn order on this turn. Because Wishmaker is obviously gearing up for a build. And they might block Barmstrong, try to build into the East Coast some. That would make me happy. I'm such a huge fan of this Pittsburgh to Raleigh connection. I didn't even notice that the first time I played this game. Really, the first few times I played the USA map, I didn't even notice this connection existing. And it's so useful. Because if you just looked at the jump here, it would be 6 plus 5 plus 3, so 14 to jump here if it weren't for this connection. And that gets you in proximity to so much cheap stuff. And I'm not going to build. Again, I just need to play turn order and stay patient. And Barm doesn't build either, which justifies my decision. Because this means I can still get the really cheap East Coast stuff later. East Coast and actually the North up here too. I will be guaranteed to build first on the next turn. So the more expensive resources get, the more important turn order becomes. And that's what I'm going for here. That's what I'm trying to make my advantage over Barmstrong to try to get back in this game. The nice thing is, I'm powering 6 cities more for less money than Barmstrong because of my turn order. 42, then 27. Well, this is the plant to fight for here. And I think it's a plant I need. Why is ninjacatt bidding on this? Why the hell is ninjacatt of all people bidding on this plant? Like, what the hell? Now I have options here. Now I do have options for this situation. At this point, I feel like I should probably pass on this plant because I won't be able to build enough to really make good use of it money-wise. And coal's just going to be so stupidly expensive since 31 came in early. I don't know why ninjacatt's still bidding on this. Like, we could just give this up and they're going to lose the game guaranteed if they get stuck with 25. But Wishmaker also needs a big plant to get back in this game. They've been stuck with all these 3s and 2s, and that's a bad situation to be in. At the same time, though, 25 is probably not going to be the game winner. Ooh, I can get 27, though! Here's an option. Do I buy 27? And I think the answer to that is yes. This sets me up for a really nice, efficient combo. All right, well, I'm definitely going to winning the money-making battle now. And I can't buy any more resources at all, so we let go of that. 30 comes in. And I missed 37. Okay. What we can do is build. We have a lot of cheap builds available. And what that will do is I can move more bad plants off the market. I might be able to build 11 off the market this turn. I have so many cheap cities. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not 8, but I can build to 7. Why would I do that, though? Do I really want to build that much? I feel like there's... Oh, no, I missed... I never marked 26 off, by the way. Dang. There's a slightly less than 50-50 chance of 30 staying in the market next turn, but if I can build 2 bad plants off, that's going to help a lot. We'll just need one more plant to come in bigger than 30 to guarantee it stays on the market. What do I do here? Yeah, I think I just build to this. 33, that's what we needed. Okay, sure. And 14, that's why I'm glad to build 12 off. Can I build 13? I think I can build 13. Just lock up my money advantage now. Yeah, do this. Get all the cheap builds. Yeah, I should definitely have the big money lead in this game, and now 30, and even 32 might stay on, but 30, now 30, that's a plant that's guaranteed to stay on the market next turn, so I can fight for that, baby. Alright. We have 2 more plants left to be drawn before the step 3 card. So it definitely behooves me to get a big plant for the next turn. And I really want a 6. A 6 will set me up where I only need 1 more plant after that to end the game. However, that 1 plant would be a 7, which would likely be expensive as hell. Yep, and more blocking Barmstrong. The reason I didn't build Boston is that since these other cities are getting blocked, Boston becomes a lot less appealing to other players. So I could potentially take Boston in the next turn if needed, still get the step 2 spot. The nice thing is, even if I miss out on a 6 plant next turn, I feel like this game could last 2 more turns, which would give me the time I need to make up my cash deficit. And I will definitely keep the coal instead of the oil. Still? I think that still might be the play. Oh, wait. I wrote 31 at some point. Okay. 31 went under the deck, I think. So that's not going to come in later. I'd rather just fire the oil. Yeah, still rather do that. $20. This is why I'm glad I kept that coal from before, although I'd still probably get bought out anyway. Problem is this. I need capacity. Barmstrong instantly bows out of the 30. That shocks me. I thought Barm would be the player who should fight for that. Barm could definitely use the 30 for sure, and I imagine they got to have it sitting on a good amount of money. Although them not building in ages has probably cost them a lot of money too. 32, 33, 34, 37, 17, 19. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's actually still another 2 plants after this to be drawn before step 3. So I'll have time to make up my cash here. The nice thing is I don't need to build any cities this turn. I can pay an absurd amount of money for this plant. Because here's what I'm thinking. The chances of... Okay, we need to think about this now. $19. One of the duds. Well, I'll go for the 20 now. I do have 2 coal stored. Not 3, but I do have 2. Scenarios like this is why I opted to fire the oil instead of the coal last turn. I usually would much rather keep the rarer resource. I do need the capacity, though. Like, 20 is important for me. And 17, so that's all duds. And we're not going to get the step 3 auction on this turn, unless Barm buys 22. And I think it's a little too late for 22. Barm should probably know that step 3 is next. Oh no, Barm buys 19. Okay. Okay. We do get the step 3 auction now. So that is the best. I think that is going to be the best way to punish the player who just paid boatloads of money for the 30. Wait, Barm replaced the 26. Okay, well, they just lost the game then. Wow. Why the hell did Barm build over 26 and not the 3? Wow. Wow. Okay. Wishmaker needs to not buy extra coal, because they could replace the 10 in the next turn. Plus, I'll still make pretty good money from 21 and 27, so it's not going to really, like, cripple me exactly. Like, there's no coal plants in the market right now, so that's a disincentive for Wishmaker to buy extra coal. But they might still do it. And they did it. They sure done it all right. Oh, boy. I have to do this to be safe. Or do I? Actually, as I think about it. This is the move. This is the move, because chances are I'll probably want to replace the 21 next turn instead of the 27. I think that's the play here. And I'm not going to build if anyone else builds. Like, builds are taken care of for me. I don't need to worry about builds at this point. I've already crushed the builds compared to the field here. What I need is to stay here so that I can try to play the turn order game. But yeah, Barmstrong, it seems like they misclicked, replacing the 26 plant instead of the 3. So yeah, that single-handedly has just cost them the game there. When they were the player I was worried about the most. Yeah. Sad days for Barm. Barm could have been in a very in a winning position for this too. This will be interesting. Actually, with 32 showing in the market. Or is 31 not in the market? I remember these other plants were all there. Maybe... oh no, 31 is dud. It actually got bought. Why did I not realize that 31 got bought way early in the game? Wishmaker's not going to... oh my god, Wishmaker... builds above me. That's exactly what I needed to happen. Exactly what I needed to happen here. That gives me a better chance of maybe getting a coal. Now I'm still not going to build. Not going to build even now. Here's the problem. Like, I have enough money. Like, we're having enough money to potentially end the game next turn, which is why I needed the 20. Ooh, here's a plan I can fight for. This is the big kahuna right here, left in the deck. This 50 and 39 are going to be the big prizes. 40 is okay. Well, considering that the 30 plant went for around 80, I expect this should go for a similar price. Wow, that was easy for me. That was easy for me. 27 makes more money than 21 at this stage of the game, so that's what I'll do. All I need is... Okay, and now 46 in. That's bad news for me, my chances of ever getting a coal again. I need, like, ninjacatt to build above me at some point. $36 is still lurking, too, though. But yeah, wow, that's cheap for the 38. I was really surprised. I was expecting that to go closer to 80. And now 36 comes into the game. Ninjacatt is obviously not going to want to buy a plant. That's true. So. Ooh, 42. That is a plant I can at least buy and like maybe replace the 20 or something. And actually, so that way I can use the 2 coal. And there's the big coal buy. I'll just buy max trash because... Problem is, ninjacatt needs to build, or else wishmaker wins the game. This is the problem we face here. ninjacatt, can you please at least build to 14 or something? Please build. Please build so Wishmaker doesn't just instantly win the game now. Please build. Please build. Please build. You have the coal you need for the rest of the game. Please build. I'm not gonna tell them what to do in chat, but I want to. Thank you. Please build one more. Please build one more. Oh no, that's right. Never mind, that actually matches. God damn it. Yeah. I'm just not gonna build. Here's the deal. Here's the deal now. The problem is these other players. Here's the issue. The other players here, they cannot get to... they can't get to 60. So Wishmaker and Barmstrong, well, Wishmaker could theoretically get to 17, but it would be like impossible, basically. Problem is ninjacatt might actually win this game. Ah, 20 is the decision that's going to cost me the game, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. The trouble is with these other players lacking capacity, ninjacatt can just buy out coal. Although Wishmaker... the problem is Wishmaker only has 2 coal, though. Oh my god. ninjacatt could just buy out coal and we win the game. And they win the game. Because I have to imagine that they should be able to... Okay, let's look at what's left. What is left in the deck at this point? $29 came in, so we have... Oh, wow. 40 is not that great, but... Yeah, 40 is not that good at this point, but 39 and 50 are like the god plans here. Yeah, Wishmaker is actually going to win. I mean, ninjacatt. ninjacatt's actually going to end up winning this. I guess the overbill was my problem. Or buying the 20 at all was my problem. It's just tough because I need the capacity. Then again, maybe I didn't need the capacity. I could have kept... Yeah, I could have just skipped the 20. Ugh, god damn it. I blew this game. This should have been mine all the way. I think I have to buy 42 now, though. I think I have to buy 42. Because the problem is, ninjacatt is going to get to 17. I have to hope that ninjacatt's poor enough that they somehow can't end this turn. Although that's not likely with them only having to buy trash and having a lot of time to make money from the 30. Yeah, no one else is going to bid on this. 20 was such a waste of money for me. 20 was a waste of everything. And here come the big guns. Yeah, I think this is Cat's game, though. Like, Cat's going to end the game this turn. They're going to win. For sure. So, yeah, I blew this one. Buying the 20. Again, the goddamn 20. The goddamn 20. I panicked for capacity when I guess I didn't need to. I just was in the mindset of cheap map means step 3 only lasts 2 turns. Maybe that was true, though. But then I still need it. But then I could have kept 21 around. 21, I still could have gone for the 17 capacity that way. Well, Wishmaker gets a good deal on this, but the problem is... Yeah, Wishmaker can't get to 17 now. The issue... I think Wishmaker would have an interesting situation if they bought 36, because they do have 2 coal stored. Would be interesting there is... They could put 2 coal on the 36 if they had bought that, and that would put ninjacatt in a weird spot where... They may not afford to buy out coal from Wishmaker and end the game. And in that case, I would win just ending the game at... ending at 16. Well, god damn it. Yep, it's over. I was gonna say, ninjacatt's gotta have the money to end this now. Motherfucker. I blew this one. This is a game I should have won. I absolutely should have won this one, going all the way. I just assumed ninjacatt was going to have no chance of winning all the way because of buying 25, 31 and then 25. I just assumed that was it. That was it. They just automatically win then. They automatically lose, I meant. Just by getting 30, by firing 15 and 8 and 31 so early. Cat still has some fairly cheap builds, too. Yep, that's the game, though. Nice job to Cat getting back in the game a bit. Because I really thought they were screwed earlier. Guess 30 was worth the money for me after all? I don't know. See, I don't know if 30 was worth it for me still, because step 3 was going to last 2 turns, so that was really overpaying for 30, I almost like I feel, but I don't know. That sucks. I'm purple. Where are my best builds? Purple main. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yep, I figured I had a good money lead over the field here. I ended up not even having that big of a money lead over ninjacatt, though, oddly enough. Interesting. Interesting game. I don't know if 30 was worth it. Was 30 really worth it? Should I have gone 90 for the 30 plant? I don't know. That was a wild one. I think if I don't... Again, not buying the 20. I think if I don't buy the 20, I still win that game, though. Even after giving up 30. Oh, well, lesson learned. Never assume, even if you have 2 coal stored, just don't buy the 20 hoping you'll get 1 coal at the top of the turn order. Just don't. Just don't. All right. Lesson learned. See you later.